What's up, guys? I'm back. I'm back. And I got a Mac, Jack. All right, listen. So back to that situation we was talking about with the girl I was talking about on Facebook, right? And she was like, right now this is a conversation about relationships. All right. We're just gonna have a big, broad understanding of not just relationships, but how you should feel as a person in society, okay, when it comes to dealing with chemistry amongst humans, right? As an adult, okay. So, for instance, we're gonna talk about, okay, y'all know how like social media is like talking about, all they talk about is like, they don't want nobody that's broke, or they want somebody with a bag, or stuff like that, right? Okay, there's nothing wrong with that, right? When you become an adult, because we live in a capitalist country, and in this capitalist country, we come from a competitive country. We are naturally born in competition. Okay, so when you become an adult and you're dealing with people of class, it's like kings and queens. It's like kings and queens, okay? Royalty to royalty. No one wants a peasant. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying a peasant can't blossom into royalty. Of course that can happen. Anything's possible, right? Okay, but when I say this to you guys, I say this to you to really just take a step back and really accept the simple fact that you need to get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? If a girl doesn't acknowledge you, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's ignorant. I think it's ignorant as fuck. But even I've grown to look at me. I'm a dime. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I've come to learn that now that I'm older, that looks is not everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's girls that I went to school with, fucking dimes, and they're with fucking slobs. Excuse my language to all the homies out there that's bloody. Feel me? I mean, no disrespect to you. You know what I'm saying? But they are. You know what I'm saying? They're fucking. I mean, it's like, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? This is what the fuck you're dating? This fucking clown. You know what I'm saying? But hey, mom and daddy's got money. They got a little money. You know what I'm saying? Hey, homegirl wants to be financially secured. She should be able to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. I respect that. I don't want a chump either. You know what I'm saying? I don't want a chump. I deserve better. I deserve to make sure and know that if something happens, my bills will always still be paid. You know what I'm saying? So I respect it. That being said, like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. So you guys should feel the same way. If a girl says, that she just don't pay you any mind because you just don't have your shit together. Same thing with a man. If a man doesn't pay a girl any mind because she doesn't have her shit together, you shouldn't automatically say, oh, well, she's a gold digger. And like I said, all this revolves around relationship, because it all begins there with what a person has to offer. Sometimes it does, not all the time, but majority of the time, it all involves around what a person has to offer one another for success. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, guys, you should just really, just like I said, don't ever judge a woman. You know what I'm saying? When I say don't never judge her when it comes to her picking and choosing. Okay, it pisses me off. It pisses me off. That's like a pet peeve. You know what I'm saying? I hate when a bitch chooses like this guy's more appealing because of his necessities. You get what I'm saying? Like that ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing. You know, like who is that? How about that's like, for instance, me looking at a girl for what she looks like and nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she's bad. She got a fat ass, nice titties, pretty face. You know what I'm saying? That's all I see. You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit, you know? Because relationships like that don't last long. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing dealing with people who only choose people for what they have. It's not going to last long. You know what I'm saying? You need to really do some DNA on that person that you're dating and really take some time out to really get to know that person before you really just start jumping the gun. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you can't fuck them off the rip or wherever the case may be, but you really need to really settle down and see, you know. But back to the girl that was talking to me on Facebook or whatever, and I respected what she said about not wanting to just jump head first out there in a relationship. I mean, from past relationships that she had been into, I was like, yeah, you know, I respect it. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, you know, she was right about people, you know, put on a persona that they try to say they're this way, but they're really that way. You know what I'm saying? You don't never really figure it out. But one thing I want to say, though, is about a relationship, true colors always going to come out. All right? True colors always come out. Some type of flaw is going to seep out eventually. All right? It's just typical. It's going to happen. You know, you can't hide who you really are. But you can change who you are. That's always up to you. So when I say these things, you know, guys, you know, I don't like personally how like the industry sits and they talk about, like, they make it a point to like only see a person for their money or their necessities. I think that's bullshit, you know. I believe they should be a little more detailed. You know what I'm saying? And that being said, just, you know, I believe you should just see a person for who they are. Okay, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have someone who's attractive. But as far as like that being your motive, like, oh, damn, they drive a Lamborghini. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, for me, like if Mulatto pulls up right now, right? The rapper, right? And you know, and there's a girl at the cashier. Okay, between her and the girl at the cashier, I don't see Mulatto for her fucking Lamborghini or because she's fucking famous. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about that shit. The girl at the cashier could be just as pretty as Mulatto, but have less than Mulatto. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say, well, she's got more than her and, you know, and she's famous and all that. Nah, I don't give a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know why? Because Mulatto's attitude might be shitty. Just because she's got a nice car and she's famous and she's pretty or whatever, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because her attitude might be stinking. You feel me? And the other girl, she might be pretty with less, but have a great charismatic attitude. You know what I'm saying? So that's the one I want to be with. The one with the great attitude. So now that that's said, you know, I hope you guys learn from that. I hope you guys share this. Because people need... I look good though, don't I? I need to redo my hair. I need to take a shower again. I've been out fishing all night long and shit. You know what I'm saying? I most definitely am stunning. All right, but listen. I hope you guys share this. I'd appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Straight from the South. You know? Subscribe.